What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be going over the 2020 with the compound kit on it. I've been wanting to make this video for a while now. Finally got basically everything dialed in. Basically final thing that's got to get done to this is hook the downpipe up to the exhaust, but we'll go over that in a little bit. As you can see, the downpipe's just right there. But let's pop the hood and go over everything. I got the mirrors back on today. I'm going to actually show you guys real quick what it looks like with the mirror lights and the white cab lights. It looks pretty good. Definitely gotta get my cab lights pulled. That's next up on my list. But as you can see, it's not the darkest out right now, but looks a million times better with the white cab lights on there. But let's start going over the compound kit. So, and everything that's really done to this truck. Obviously, we're gonna take it out for a drive. One thing that's missing right now we're waiting on is the hot side, or the hot side pipe from Worley. Basically this has the this is an HSP kit, has the new Y bridge, everything like that comes with this kit. This engine is a brand new engine. If you guys follow the channel, this is the 2020 that blew up, I believe in like October, November of last year. That video got a ton of hate on it, saying the truck, you know, is gonna sit and whatnot, but got a brand new engine put in it and a lot more supporting mods. So it's an S480 over the Stealth 67. If you decide to keep the Stealth 67 in the truck, it was just a Stealth when the engine took a dump, but now the S480 is over it. This truck has a 12 mil pump and 100% over extra G injectors. So right now, basically, this thing has all the air and fuel for 1,000 plus horsepower easily. But the limiting factor right now on these trucks are the transmissions. It shifts flawlessly right now with this kit on there, but obviously it hasn't been through a ton of miles yet. It's probably only has about 20 miles on it since the new engine was dropped into it. And the good part is with these 2020 trucks, when the engine went, the cab didn't need to get pulled. Basically the whole front end just came off the truck because of the amount of room that's under the hood on these 2020. So it made the job a million times easier. The transmission was also went through, new fluid put in it, everything along those lines to kind of keep that part of things going. Because, like I said, the engine's basically bulletproof. It has ARP head studs, push rods, valve springs as well. We were going to do a cam, or there was going to get a cam put on this, but it was going to take a while to get that in, so it was not done. But other than that, I want to get the truck started up, show you guys a little startup of it, a little cold start. Now these trucks aren't as loud with the compound kit because the atmosphere charger, the S480, basically acts like a muffler. So this truck is not as loud as just the Stealth. But we'll get started up now, show you guys a little cold start, take it on a drive, get some sounds clips of this because it sounds gnarly, a couple drive-bys, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and start the truck up. So like I said, this definitely isn't as loud as a single turbo truck. That compound kit really quiets it down. Now on the with the compound kit on the 20s, the AC lines all up in here really had to get bent out of the way, and the downpipe that's about to go on this, on the first section, needs to get modified to hook up to the actual exhaust. The next thing is the toolbox is coming out of this, and it's going to get a big bed stack right in here. So the exhaust is going to be needs to be really modified to work with this setup. But you know, if you're down for a little trial and error and just messing with some things, you get that to work no problem. So let's hop in it now, get some sound clips of it driving, and we'll also get some drive-bys of how this truck sounds. Now, driving with a compound kit is a totally different feel than driving just with a single Stealth turbo or stock turbo. The way boost comes in on this is absolutely insane. It spools right up like it's nothing. A concern that I was thinking that when this setup was first done with the S480 and the Stealth is that it's going to be laggy because of how much air this thing has to move to be able to spool these turbos up. And that lag is basically non-existent. This thing just absolutely rips. Like, once you start building up some boost and get into it, it absolutely hauls. Now, I'm not going to beat on this thing because this engine literally has about 5 to 10 miles on it. Not a lot of miles at all. Wanted to break in do its break-in process, obviously, because it's basically like starting from scratch, even though it has 25,000 miles on it. The engine is brand new, so I don't want to be throwing a ton of boost at it. This is on the lowest tune file as well, so I want to get some drive-bys from the outside of the truck and inside of it. So let's get to our little location and get those done. All right, so I want to get a little driving shot for you guys of this thing, of what it sounds like. That's just a little bit on the throttle. I would say that's quarter throttle, and that made 55 pounds of boost there. It's insane. My only concern with this is the intercooler holding this type of power, because this is putting down a ton of boost. So like I was saying, that's a concern of mine, the intercooler on this thing holding that type of boost. They're known to crack, and the unfortunate part is on the 20s, there's no upgraded intercoolers out yet. They are for the 17 and 19s, but not on the 20 pluses yet. So I'm gonna pull over, hand the camera off, and get a couple drive-by shots for you guys, because I'm sure outside the truck it'll sound way more wicked than the inside the truck. So we're gonna do that right now. All you just hear is air rushing. It's insane. This thing sounds so wicked. And it does need a tune revision. For whatever reason, the edge is dim here, but the vane position just keeps fluctuating. So if you hear like that deep drone switching back, the vanes are going from like 100 to 0, 100 to 0. So it definitely needs to be dialed in some. But other than that, this thing absolutely rips. So that's about it for this video, guys. I just want to go over everything with this truck, because it is a crazy setup that you don't see too often, let alone really anywhere online. Not a lot of people are pushing the 20 platform, so it's cool to see something like this running and driving, doing what it's supposed to do. So if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a big thumbs up. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Stop this conversation.